Alright, so I'm back for a third time with Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, which is a game I didn't really expect to get accepted, but this game's really fun. So we're going to be playing on Ultimate Difficulty, which gives Zangetsu all of his stuff, I guess. And then timing will start on first movement, because that's how it is for some reason. There's some story, yeah. And then we're off. So this game is very different from Mega Man. Zangetsu's abilities he gets in Ultimate Mode is he gets the dash. He'll get he has this like crescent slash, I think it's called. Which is kind of just like an ultra wide jump slash. Then he'll get a charge slash and a double jump, which we'll see later. I think my game's cut off a bit on screen, but I'll fix that after this stage. Ow. So I'm playing on casual because there's no knockback. Yeah, I think he's... If I'm being yelled at about my game on Discord, then I'll fix it once the stage is over. I guess I can pause the game. I have a 30-minute estimate. There we go. My incentive wasn't met. Oh, that's what you're telling me, Will. The incentive, yeah, you're good to close it then. I'll go take Zangetsu's friend Saul to his thing. That was a pretty bad fight. So at the train here, I kind of wanted to time my charge slash good enough so the so it'll hit twice, and then I messed up on my jump slashes still. But if you jump at it and slash at a certain at a certain time, the it'll hit them twice. So since the incentive for Zangetsu only wasn't met, we're gonna have to take all of his friends to the end of the game with us. So we got Miriam, which her special ability is she's able to jump higher than Zangetsu. But since we have double jump, that's completely irrelevant to us. But one of her special weapons is the one half of the best combo in the game. If you mash slide there, you can get a good enough slide. You can get like a double slide, I mean. So with those frogs, if you see their eyes, I mean, then they'll jump at you, and if you don't, then they won't jump at you. That is what Mr. Cab deems one of the worst rooms in the game, and I don't blame him, especially on Veteran with the knockback. So I took that room a little bit safer. Well, name a game. I probably don't run it. So a fun thing about Zangetsu and Miriam is the I should wanted that. Okay, that one's also is you can do a jump with Miriam and then quickly swap to Zangetsu and then activate a double jump with them. Still good enough. And for cab's sake, let's try and... Okay, I got it. So if you time a charge slash, I think you can just regularly slash him too. You can slice him in half. Waste a couple seconds, but it looks pretty cool. Now we have I don't even know what Alfred is his name. And he can use magic. And he's the second half of the best weapon combo in the game. Which we will see on this upcoming boss, and like every other boss in the game. So this stage, there's like sand everywhere. I didn't really prepare myself to commentate this game, I apologize. Okay, so Alfred has a kind of a fire weapon which will kind of just get a big ring around him. Okay, I want to shoot that and then dash fast enough so it'll go and freeze this enemy. What's the best track in this? Probably the 8th stage. But every song in this game is really good. So there's a falling spike ceiling. Okay, I got it. So that was a cycle skip that I just got. I don't know how much it saves exactly. I'm gonna grab this with Alfred just so it heals him. Walk down the stairs just to be a little bit safer. So this boss, I don't know the names of any of the bosses in this game, but he'll kind of push like a bunch of coins at you, which I missed the jump. I mistimed it, but with any boss in this game, if you freeze them, then hit them with the axe, it'll do a giant amount of damage to them, so most bosses will only take about 3 of those. Thank you for the raid, SpeedGaming 6. Was Mario Odyssey going on there? I don't remember exactly. So now we have our 4th and final friend, or 3rd and final friend, which is Jeeble. He's not Alucard. I believe that's how he is described. And by that, I mean he can do literally everything Alucard does, but his name is not Alucard. We get to show that off right away. With the fact that he can turn into a bat. And take this room a little bit safer, because I've died here before. I died here earlier today, and dying in this game is actually pretty bad. Because you lose the character that dies. They might come back at the end of the stage, but it's really slow. I guess I forgot to explain that some stages in this game will have a kind of separate paths where you can either go up or go to the right, which is what I just did. There's a big heart hidden behind that room. Or hidden behind that pillar, I mean. And then some of the, to go back on it, some of the alternate paths and stages will, you can't do that, will be required by certain characters. Like in stage 2 there was one jump that required Miriam, but if you're on ultimate mode then it doesn't really matter, because you can double jump anyway. As you saw there, I can like double jump through platforms. So you're meant to jump up there with Miriam and slide to the weapon upgrade. But you can just kind of time a double jump to get through there. No, this is the fun boss. So you wanted to shoot the first 2 heads at the same time, freeze them, then axe them, and then in your iframes you axe them again. And then for the second phase you just stand in front of the big head and then kill it. I don't know who discovered it, but discovering that the using the giant axe against frozen enemies does massive damage was probably the greatest discovery ever. So the weapon I just got there boosts my attack power by 1 whenever I use it. And it's just useful against those enemies because they usually take 2. They're kind of annoying to hit. Oh boy. Okay, well I didn't get to show it off. Those enemies taking 2 hits. Oops. So this is the a painting mini boss that's going to attack you. Which my first time playing this game, it was pretty annoying. Because if you take too long to kill it, it can actually like charge at you and then turn you into the painting, which kills you instantly. Because of my weapon situation, I'll But luckily, with the painting, you can just freeze them. And then one shot will kill them. You can see there's another health upgrade up there, but we're not going to grab it. So we're gonna do a jump with Miriam, double jump, and then, yeah, do that. And then turn into a bat to get completely up that platform. Because when you turn into a bat, you gain just a little bit of height. And then that height was just good enough to get through the, the thing itself. Okay, that guy's not too hard. You just gotta catch him in midair. I think it's random whether he shoots his things at you after 1 or 2 swoops. Or I'm just wrong. But there's not much RNG to that boss. So now this is where the game kind of starts getting really tough. Not really tough, but it can get you pretty upset. Oh, I still took a hit. So this fist thingy will increase my attack power by 1. Gonna take this a little bit safer. There's a green glowing candle there at the where the attack boost was. That contained like a special weapon for Alfred, which would I think this one was a big lightning thing, which I used to use against the boss here, but then it's still, I'm pretty sure it's still a little bit faster to use the ice and axe combo. That room can get pretty scary on veteran if you have the knockback. So, with our friend not Alucard here, he can also charge dash, and you can also dash upwards. So this boss is Bloodbath, I think she's called. I don't remember exactly. Or that was just the name of Cab's split. I'm just dumb. Boy. So so the spawn of these umbrellas, which are also platforms if you slash them, or they stay still, those spawn randomly, but luckily I got a good spot so I can just do the combo fast enough. So stage 7, this stage can get pretty difficult at times. So I'm gonna try and take it a little bit safer. Just by doing that. Whoops. I don't know what I'm... There we go. So this armor, you take 1 less damage from everything. I don't know why that jump was so difficult for me. I guess I was pressing it too early. Oh, I'm stuck in the wall. I think so those archer guys, they'll shoot continuously. There's no way of getting around it if you're in their sight. They'll keep shooting. And they do a lot more damage than their normal counterparts. Alright, so there's going to be conveyor belts up here, which are... They can be scary because the game can sometimes eat your dash inputs. But I got through it without too many problems. Alright, so this painting is the same thing as the other one. Just double jump and then freeze it. So I'm going to charge up a charge slash here, and I think you're meant to freeze them and use the axe there, but because of the double jump thing, you can just charge up your axe. So I'm going to wait a bit. Another thing about him is if you saw it a bit earlier, if you get hit with them while you're in your bat form, you'll just get out of it. So if you're in front, you're above a pit, you'll just die. Alright, so the stage 7 boss, I believe it takes 4 of these combos instead of 3 like the usual bosses. That's that boss. He's literally dead. I guess I forgot to explain that the every boss has a kind of an ending attack, which on casual it can't kill you, but I think on veteran it can. So this is Curse the Moon, the final stage of the game, which, yeah, this stage can get pretty intense. So I'm going to hold upright and do not hold down left on that, because if you hold down left, for some reason the game will just assume you're dead. Because I don't think the game actually expects you to do that. To grab that. If it can't kill you on veteran, I wonder why it even exists then. I guess just to look cool. So as you saw, I switched Alfred's weapon back to the fire ring, which we used to kind of just skip a bunch of the stage. Fire ring here because these frogs can get kind of annoying. Alright, so this is coming up to the final boss. I'm not going to do Nightmare Mode. Alright, so with the first phase, you just wanted to use the fire ring so you don't really get hit by any of the projectiles, and then just keep slashing. And since you have 60 weapon points, I just used a couple of the axes. So for the second final boss here, I'm going to be alternating between charge shots and the chain whip here. Getting hit doesn't really help, but... And then time will be on the final hit. And there it is. 26:52. That's a good veteran time. I think that's just ahead of, just below my veteran PB. But I guess I'll thank SpeedGaming for having me and allowing me to perform these runs for you guys. I'm a big fan of SpeedGaming. Shoutouts to Mr. Cab because he watched. Go throw him a follow. Shoutouts to Darko_RTA. Because he's epic. And I don't know what's next. Super Ninja Boy by Safety Man is next, so be sure to stick around and watch that. I've never seen Super Ninja Boy before. It will be a lot of fun.